Jamal Bryant is one of many, many preachers in the United States that are leading a whole lot of people to hell. If you attend a church and your pastor is not living according to the scriptures, it doesn't matter how prolific, it doesn't matter how good he can teach, how good he can preach. None of that don't matter. You sitting under a leader that is not living according to the scriptures as a holy man, then you on your way to hell with him. It doesn't matter how large a following he have. They're just more people that are going to be going to hell with that preacher, with that pastor. It's not about membership. It's not about popularity. It's not about none of that we look at. The church can be full of, you can have thousands and thousands of followers, but only a small percentage of church going people are headed in the right direction. And that's with having a pastor that is living according to the scripture. Now you have a pastor that is outright living contrary to the scriptures. Where you think y'all going? He's now engaged to his assistant pastor, co-pastor. Jamal Bryant been living contrary to the scriptures ever since we've been knowing Jamal Bryant of Baltimore. He left a path of destruction in Baltimore. Now he's down in Atlanta doing the same thing. That church bypassed a lot of well qualified preachers to get Jamal Bryant. They bypassed well qualified preachers according to 1 Timothy chapter 3 and according to Titus. For Jamal Bryant, that already had a lot of baggage when they brought him down there. The scriptures say, if any be blameless, the husband of one wife, having faithful children, ordain them overseers, ordain them elders, ordain them bishops. If any be blameless, there's one criteria. The husband of one wife. Criteria number 2, having faithful children, obedient children. Criteria number 3, quite a few criteria one must reach before he can be ordained an elder in the church. Blameless, must be blameless. The churches in America are being run by pastors, blacks and white, Hispanic, whatever, that are not qualified. They are blamed. They are blamed. They are to be blamed. They have a lot of stuff on them that would disqualify them. They have a lot of fault, a lot of baby mamas. They have a lot of stuff, baggage, child support. Jamal Bryant is one of the leading well disqualified pastors there is in the United States. People are congratulating him on being engaged. No doubt, they've been sleeping together. Some of you saying she's pregnant. You have a pastor that does not obey the Bible at least a little bit. And people align themselves with this type of foolishness that's going on in these churches. They are not taking this stuff seriously. Sitting up in these churches, seeing this stuff going on. Got about Jamal Bryant being corrupt for many, many years. The situation with pastors in this country is bad. They are not obeying the scriptures. They are Masons. They belong to fraternities. They belong to all sorts of organizations. They have girlfriends. They have baby mamas. They got drummers. They got children everywhere. They putting their wives away for other men's wives. Putting their wives away for the wife friend. Having all sorts of strange sex, threesomes. And a lot of these women are going to church just to get involved in this mess. That's what they doing. They going to church just to hope to get involved with that mess. They are ready, willing, able to give their bodies to these preachers and their wives. They would sleep, they would get in the bed with these preachers and their wife in a heartbeat. Men will too. They want y'all money in your bodies, in your mind. When you go to church, that's all it's about. Control. Give us your money. Give me your body. Give us your mind. That's what church is all about now. Not trying to equip you and get you ready for heaven. They stripping you. All they doing is stripping you of your godliness. Using the Bible against you. Can't y'all see? People are congratulating them. This man have a wife. He have a reputation of sleeping around, dating all sorts of women. A lot of these preachers do. Celebrity preachers in this country. They are fornicating. They are committing adultery at will. And going up in the church on Sundays, preaching and running these churches like they don't care. And a lot of them don't. They not of God. And y'all attaching yourself to that mess. If you're going to get up and go to church on the Sunday, You ought to want to go to a place where the leadership is walking with God as much as you know. Y'all know y'all pastor is sleeping around with women. You know your pastor is sleeping around with men. You know your pastor, and for the ones who are married, you know they got all type of sex activities going on in their home. This stuff is amazing. People are applauding and congratulating this man for being engaged to this wife, to this woman, and ignoring what Jesus said about divorce and remarriage. You can divorce your wife, yes, but you cannot marry another spouse. A woman can divorce her husband. The Bible strongly suggests against divorce, but if you must, then you're still not able legally to go and marry another spouse. Not as long as that spouse lives. It's Bible. The apostles didn't say nothing different from what Jesus said. It strongly suggests against divorce. If you do divorce, stay single and reconcile. Separate. Reconcile. Reconcile. And the Bible don't support women preachers. That's another strike. These people don't care about the Bible. They don't care. It's all the church is a major benefit to them. Money, people. People minds are so weak that goes to the church. Y'all become institutionalized. Y'all get dressed and go to these churches on Sunday and just to sit amongst devils. That's all you're doing. Y'all want to demand these people to talk about the heavy stuff in the Bible. Y'all just go in church and eat up whatever they serving y'all, and you in a position where you can't question anything, and you so starstruck till you really don't care about questioning, and they know this. They know this. Y'all just so wanting to be around celebrities and want to be on reality TV. That's all church is about now. Reality TV. Pastors in the back getting makeup put all on. Keon Henderson. Just rehearsing. Church is nothing but reality shows now. God ain't got nothing to do with this mess. Pastor divorcing their wives, married, sleeping around at will, robbing the people, sleeping with all the women in the church, and men. The women and men are going to church just to give themselves to the pastor. It's sad. It's sad. You go to church, you ought to want to be in holiness and among holiness as much as possible, not among. Why you don't get dressed to go to church on the weekend just to be among sin, to be in the midst of sin? Y'all defeating the purpose. You defeating the purpose. After battling the world all week long and being subjected to the things in the people of the world that you can't avoid, you ought to want to go to church to get relief and to get back focused on God and on heaven. To hear a word that will draw you back, your attention back to God. Y'all go to church and look at these sinful pastors and leaders, and you not getting a break. That's all you feeding yourself sin during the week. Then you go to church on the weekend, nothing but sin coming out the pulpit. Jezebel women up there. The Bible told women to get somewhere and sit down in church. Be quiet in church. Yet they putting them up there. Oh, this the first lady. This my assistant pastor. The Bible don't change for nobody. For nobody. Black, white, red, yellow, green. The Bible don't change. Y'all going to hell by way of the church. Don't make no sense. Just reality shows now. That's all church is about. Reality show. You got small percentage out there of preachers who trying to preach the gospel right, trying to make the people see the truth. But it's almost like fighting a losing battle down here. But Jesus know. Jesus know. That day gonna come. That day is gonna come. And you followers, y'all is not gonna be able to put that on your leaders. Why? You got a Bible. You know better. Times ain't like it was back years ago when our people couldn't read and you didn't know no better. You know what's right. You got the scriptures. Y'all choose to follow this foolishness.